Welcome to the demo, showcasing the Celoxis Jira integration. The typical challenge of a project manager or the product owner faces is the lack of real-time visibility to development activities. While the development team prefers working in Jira, it doesn't help the managers, product owners, or leadership team make business decisions like streamlining release management, better managing of resources, or tracking the plan versus actual progress costs, or even revenue. With this integration in place, you can establish a smooth connection between Celoxis and Jira, where tasks are automatically created and updated in Celoxis. As the work progresses in Jira, setting up the integration is quick and easy. Hear this out. Let's log into Celoxis. Before you start with this, ensure that you have administrative privileges in Celoxis, and you have the project key for the Jira project. Once you've logged into Celoxis, navigate to the admin menu. Click on Integrations. Click on the Jira tab here and select Enable. For Jira, you have to enter your Jira instance URL, provide the username and the API token of the user whose project access will be used. Set up additional preferences like your additional story points and the timecode conversion. If you enter original estimate against your issues in Jira, and you want to prefer that, you can check this option. The next step is to map your project and Celoxis to your project in Jira. I'm coming back to the dashboard, where I'm going to click and edit this particular project. Under the Advanced tab, scroll down to the Integration section. Under the drop-down, here, select Jira and enter the project key. You will find your project key under the Jira section over here, or you can edit your project settings to find the key. Coming back to Celoxis, you can now click on Save. So once this is set up, you can now navigate to the Gantt and click on the Sync with Jira option here to fetch all the issues of different type, like epics, stories, tasks into Celoxis. The information that is fetched with this integration includes the name, original estimate, time spent, story points depending on what you have mapped. Assign the key so that we understand the unique task out and map them to the issues in Jira. Your issue type, which includes your story, epics, tasks, bugs, and so on. The issue status, sprint name, the sprint start and finish date, and the link, which includes the that, helps us to understand your predecessors. Similarly, your parent and child task hierarchy is also retained. So that is how easy it is to get all the information from Jira into Celoxis at a single click. Any changes made to the fields that we just saw in Jira will sync that against the respective tasks in Celoxis after you click this button. So that is how easy it is. Now let us see how we help you with tracking your releases and the overall progress. Let's click on the workload view and Celoxis. Now that all the information about the resources, their allocations against the issues are brought into tasks, into Celoxis. The workload view here helps you to understand what is the allocation of your resources on a particular date. Color coding visually helps you identify the load, so you quickly understand who's over-allocated, who's under-allocated, and the resources who are optimally allocated. You can further drill down to see the projects and the tasks that have come in from Jira to Celoxis over here. You can also navigate to the workload by role. This view will now automatically be populated with what is keeping your users busy, who is over-allocated, who's under-allocated across these projects, so that you can visually track the issues of over-allocation and resolve them from here. Once the sprint is over, you can actually track the plan versus actual utilization of your users to understand which users took more time than what was allocated, which kind of activity typically got delayed, so that when you are looking at your lessons learned, you can make improvements to your subsequent sprints by planning resources in an efficient manner. Now let's look at the roadmap view. This view shows you multiple projects in a Gantt view. Let's click on this particular project so you can see the multiple releases that you have planned with a nice timeline view of how those releases are planned. So here you can see that these sprints are planned one after the other. So our release is well streamed for this particular project. However, since this report also gives you the benefit of looking at this information across projects, you can further drill down and see the different releases planned for the other project, which means here you can see that these sprints overlap each other, so this can cause your resources to burn out or even cause further delays to your releases. So you can now talk to your Scrum Master to replan things in a better way. But that is in terms of planning. Let's see how Celoxis helps you with looking at your costs and looking at forecasts too. Since all this information is already coming in at the click of button, these pre-created reports will always show you the real-time information. Here you can see the planned cost across your sprint coming in from your issues, workload from Jira. This helps you to track cost overruns and see where you have saved. Similarly, you can see the revenue for your project. This helps you to forecast in a better way to understand your plan versus actual, or even understand what is the incoming revenue across the client projects that you're working on with. All these learnings about what went well, what went wrong, are part of the retrospective meetings which you can present on a dashboard to your leadership. These forms your lessons learned database for future releases. Looking at these dashboards, you can make real-time decisions about defect, prevention, resource, hiring, aligning your releases with your strategies to understand and plan things in a better way. So this is how you can see Celoxis helps the PMO team or the product owner to plan in a better way. The benefits include automated workflows. So the new user stories update made to your user stories in Jira will automatically trigger the task creation updation in Celoxis, eliminating your manual data entry that can cause delays or even is a time-consuming job. You get better visibility, and there is a single source of truth. So you get real-time insights to your development, process, resource allocation, and potential roadblocks directly within Celoxis. So if you see that the work item in the sprint is above your user's capacity, causing them to burn out, you can better manage your sprints. After looking at the workload view, which is populated with the current workload as we just saw, this also helps you with tracking your plan versus actual progress, effort, cost, and revenue. All of this helps you with better managing your work processes and the releases. Last but not the least is the streamlined release management. So you can now visually track your deployments, monitor performance, and identify issues well within those become real. So that's how Celoxis helps you with managing your Jira projects and Celoxis with getting a high-level overview needed for the product owners, for the leadership required to take real-time decisions. Thank you.